What is the one thing that is holding you back from learning to play guitar? In the description below, there'll be a link. You can book a 30-minute video call with me and we can talk about it. I can walk you through it. I can be your cheerleader. I'm a left-handed guy, learned to play right-handed. Everything is backwards to me. If I can do it, you can do it. But in this lesson, we're going to talk about chord diagrams, what they mean, how to read them. I love chord diagrams. I love them better than tablature. It's a roadmap, but if you don't know how to read it, it's just another piece of foreign language. You know, it's just something that you can't use. But MyPOVGuitar, the way we show you with the camera angle, chord diagrams instantaneously start to make sense instead of trying to look at it from this angle and go, oh, okay, what is that there? We're going to talk about which fingers are numbered, how they're numbered, what that means on the chord diagram, what strings you're supposed to strum, which ones you're not, and how the diagram tells you. And we're going to do this all from your point of view. Okay, guys, so we're going to talk about chord diagrams, okay? I'm going to give you an easy chord, what I call an easy chord. It's what I teach the very beginning classes of MyPOVGuitar, just because it's easy to finger, and you can actually, you know, start to make music pretty much immediately. But the first chord we're going to talk about is an E minor, okay? And I'm going to do a certain fingering on this. You can make it a couple of ways, but I'm going to go with the beginning way that I teach. And then we're going to talk about the chord diagram that goes with it. Okay, so an E minor is this chord right here. Okay, and in an E minor, you strum all 6 strings from the top down. And when they count strings, they count them from the top down. So this is the 6th, 5th, 4th, 3rd, 2nd, 1st, okay? That's how that's counted. In a chord diagram, you don't have to know that. The numbers in a chord diagram are your fingers, okay? So your thumb doesn't count. It's not a finger, it's a thumb. So your index finger is your first finger. Your middle finger is your second finger. Ring finger is the third, and pinky is the fourth, okay? So when you see numbers on a chord diagram, that's which fingers. So on the E minor, it's going to be 1 and 2. And if you notice, it mimics the fretboard. The chord diagram is basically the fretboard turned sideways. So on your fingering, you'll notice it's on the 5th string, the 2nd fret, 1, 2, right here, the first finger. So that 1 is in the spot where it needs to be on the neck, okay? And then the string under it, the 4th string, is on the 2nd fret with your 2nd finger, okay? And if you notice, any string on this chord diagram that isn't fingered, it'll have a circle. That means you strum it. It's open, okay? It's an open string. Okay? So, first finger, 2nd fret, 5th string. I know there's a lot of numbers there, but it shows you in the chord diagram. And then your 2nd finger underneath on the string below. And you strum all the strings, okay? If there are strings you're not supposed to strum, we're going to go with an easy C so you can play these 2 chords together. You do not strum the top string, okay? And there will be an X on the chord diagram. So very similar to that E minor. Except this time on the 5th string, you're on the 3rd fret with your 2nd finger. And then on the 4th string, 2nd fret, you have your 1st finger, okay? And you strum from the 5th down. And just real quick, I'm going to show you a D major. The D major is tricky. It's not tricky. It's just technically you're only supposed to strum from the 4th string down. The only problem is that string above it is an A. There's an A note in that chord. You can strum that 5th string. It's still going to sound good. But for this exercise, we're not going to strum that, okay? So now when you put your index finger, which is your 1st finger, on the 2nd fret, 3rd string. On that same fret, your 2nd finger goes on the 1st string under it. And then your ring finger or 3rd finger goes on the 3rd fret, 2nd string. You just mimic what you see on the chart, because that is the fretboard. And once you figure out how it's turned, you know, with it turned sideways and everything, and then you just put your fingers there. These are your fingers. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay? It'll tell you exactly. Put your 1st finger here. Put your 2nd finger here. Put your 3rd finger here. And don't strum X strings, right? And there you go. I mean, that's really all there is to it.